Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
In the news tonight, IMF says economy on track. TLTB clarifies land dispute. A meningococcal outbreak ends.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
The growth of the Fijian economy in recent time has been applauded by the International Monetary Fund. The IMF says while the economy is at its best in several decades and Fiji continues to achieve its targets, external factors are detrimental to the country in continuing on the great path. It says the external factors are becoming less favourable and Fiji will soon have to relook at its policies to offset the external factors with its national growth. Kelly Vavala reports.
Fiji's growth is expected to pick up to about 3.2% in 2018 and it is expected to record its 9th consecutive year of expansion. However, with the growth momentum projected to continue in the coming years, the International Monetary Fund says certain factors are against the country.
The important point that we try to convey to the government is that we think that the external conditions that the country faces are less favorable than what they were 12 months ago, for 3 reasons. First, oil prices have been higher than what they were in 2017. Second, sugar prices are lower than last year. And also, we're noticing a slowdown in growth in major trading partners for Fiji.
Murphy says policy should aim to increase Fiji's resilience to shocks and strengthen growth performance.
We think that the targets that are described in the National Development Plan formulated by the government of achieving growth rates of between 4 and 5% are within reach. But in order to achieve that enhanced growth performance, we think that there should be several reforms in the business environment to attract private investment and facilitate private sector development.
Meanwhile, the fund completed an Article 4 consultation to Fiji with the government, the private sector and developing partners in Suva today.
For the purpose of the Article 4 mission is to represent the interests of Fiji at both the board discussion at the fund as well as the interest and the views of the authorities.
IMF also says headline inflation increased to 5.2% last month, reflecting higher taxes on tobacco and alcohol, as well as higher prices for yangona caused by floods in April. Inflation is projected to decline to 3% in 2019 and 2020 as supply conditions normalize. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Claims made by Tamavua village landowners that their land was used without their approval have been strongly refuted by the Ithauke Lands Trust Board. Speaking to FBC News this afternoon, the TLTB set the record straight, saying a transparent process was followed when giving the land for development. Ali Kimbia with the story.
These landowners decided to highlight their grievances through a silent protest in Tamavua village, claiming that proper processes were not followed to allow development on a piece of land beside the village.
Give our land out without our consent. So we haven't finished our consultation. They already issued the title.
While proving that the allegation by the landowners is not true, TLTB showed these documents to FBC News, which clearly shows that 3 consultations were held with the villagers. The documents also show signatures of approval by the landowners. TLTB Deputy General Manager Solomoni Nata says processes were followed before the lease was given to the developer.
The land is outside reserve, and we have consulted the landowners 3 times before we process the lease.
Nata says landowners who are protesting will receive shares from the development.
And the company have shares for the landowners, 40%, and the village church 10%. And the other 50 is owned by Tukal and his family.
A 10-year lease was given to Thamesville Limited, a company owned by the chiefs and the chiefly clan of the Tamavua village. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Concerns with the MHCC complex in Suva has led to several consultations between the Occupational Health and Safety Unit, Suva City Council, MHCC management and their engineers. The issue came to light after MHCC closed their car park earlier this week, with photos on social media showing cracked pavements and support props put in place. In an email response to FBC News, the OHS Director Tomasi Kama revealed that they are aware of the issue and are currently in the process of talks with the MHCC management, their engineers and other stakeholders. Suva City Council's Chief Executive Officer BJ Chand says they have also held talks with the MHCC's management and continue to carry out joint inspections whilst deliberating on the next course of action. MHCC's Manager Properties, Daniel Whippy, says while they've identified areas where remedial work is required, the building is structurally safe. The Health Ministry has announced an end to the meningococcal outbreak that was declared in March this year. This comes after the National Meningococcal Task Force recorded a decrease in the cases during the vaccination campaign, which ended in October. The last confirmed Mense case was reported in September. 85 cases were reported from January to November, of which 36 were lab confirmed, 10 probable, and 39 were suspected cases. The Central Division recorded the highest number of cases, which stood at 37, followed by 25 in the West, 22 in the North, and 1 in the Eastern Division. There were 6 confirmed deaths, of which 5 were under the age of 5, while 1 was an adult. The ministry is still urging Fijians to remain vigilant of its symptoms. Still to come, FNU holds graduation at Lambasa campus. And women's organisation brings smiles to hospitalised children. Details after the break.
Bula, nevang gomal kay leloma, ngongai nakas untuk makarong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai Lambasa, ya untuk talita na warong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Gue ada tumeli, aku nak tahu no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Warong tuma ng Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere nawaluan.
Nevang go fani na tahu no go singa toka, kita untuk talita kana Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Bula FM, nambang 2 na sere.
Due to increasing demand from website users and with the aim of reaching out to more people, Fiji Broadcasting Corporation launched its revamped website today. The new fully responsive FBC website gives visitors quick and easy access to current affairs, FBC TV and radio station pages, along with company information. Catherine Krishna reports.
The new website is more responsive and also features comprehensive enhanced capabilities such as video and audio features, and also having an up-to-date sports scoreboard, business and market commodities, weather with international news.
It is responsive. The content will adapt to the reader's device size on the phone, because more and more people are on smartphones. You'll be able to get your news easily on the go, especially optimized for mobile devices.
The 24-hour FBC Sports channel and FBC2 channel was officially launched today as well.
Sports lovers can find all fixtures and results conveniently on the homepage. Display advertising, prominent and eye-catching banner advertising options for all of you, different size banners, different page options and different price options.
Digital media consultant Calvin Prasad says diverse range of content for FBC News was considered for the website.
Underlying platform is quite robust. We also had to take into consideration the high traffic that we expect for the new FBC site, and the system is more than capable of handling that.
The website can be accessed on www.fbcnews.com.fj, and visitors to the website can also access our 6 radio station pages and listen to their favorite station online, along with the latest updates and information of FBC TV, FBC2 and FBC Sports channels. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
A UN human rights expert has commended Fiji for its leadership role in the fight against the globe's most pressing issue, the impact of climate change. United Nations Special Rapporteur David Boyd says Fiji must continue to increase its actions to protect human rights and the environment. Kritika Kumar reports.
David Boyd says while Fiji is on the right track with its development plans, one area that needs more attention is providing adequate sanitation for people in the informal sector.
People's basic right to clean water and to sanitation is really fundamental to their health and to their well-being and to their dignity. And to not have access to proper sanitation facilities jeopardizes their rights to health, their rights to water, their rights to sanitation. So I would really personally, based on what I observed in the informal settlements, I would say that would be my #1 priority for the people of Fiji.
Boyd says apart from battling the impacts of climate change, Fiji has an article in its constitution which allows people the right to clean environment.
Article 40, which says that every person has the right to a clean and healthy environment and the right to have the natural world protected for the benefit of present and future generations.
Boyd will present the detailed reports on his visit to Fiji to the UN Human Rights Council in March 2020. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
It was a special day for the Kumar family of Lambasa. Both mum and dad graduated today with a degree each in nursing. Eleanor Tarangaviu caught up with the couple at the Fiji National University Lambasa campus graduation this morning.
One can never stop learning. This rings true for husband and wife Sanjay and Esther Kumar.
We had only diploma courses offered. So now when FNU came in, they started offering bachelor's in nursing, so we hop in to complete our bachelor's in nursing.
The couple, both nurses, met when they were posted to Tavione. Fast forward to 2018, they are married, have a 5-year-old daughter and continuing their education.
It's exciting and I feel blessed that we are graduating together.
They have an advice for all young and married couples.
Don't stop, don't sit back, continue with your education, because we believe nowadays that education is the first priority in your life.
The Kumars are among the 92 students who graduated from the Fiji National University Lambasa campus this morning. Chief Guest Commissioner Northern Chowesa was there congratulated the students as well as FNU for continuing to provide high quality and relevant programs.
You can choose to be a doctor, teacher, or a nurse, whatever you choose to do, strive to be the best in that field.
1,828 students are graduating from FNU this month. Eleanor Tarangaviu, FBC News.
Christmas came early for 20 children with cancer who received Christmas gifts from the organisation Women in Business at CWM Hospital in Suva. The gifts were a blessing for them and for the paediatrics department. Sainian Imboila reports.
While receiving monetary support and gifts from the organisation, consultant paediatrician Dr. Laila Saundundo says the continuous support from Women in Business is a lifesaver.
For the past years, we've used, in particular with children with cancer, we've used in getting drugs from abroad when they are needed, and likewise if they need other investigations that are not available here.
Women in Business President Dr. Nurbano says it's a privilege to support the children.
Because we believe that it's so important that our children are taken care of, because they are our future, and if we can, our contributions, our donations can go towards helping them, that'll be the best thing we can do for them as young people of Fiji.
It helps the ward a lot, especially a lot of the kids go to overseas for treatments.
However, only 3 cancer patients came to receive their gifts as the others were currently under active treatment. Sanyani Mboila, FBC News.
And Jamie will be joining us later with all the very latest in sports. But first, Akosita joins us now with business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break, banks announce major FPOS revamp. And in growing, Fiji's solar-powered fish freezer for remote islands. Stay with us.
Dola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Koroko, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic.
Leading business tonight. From January 1st, no fee will be charged to use ATM cards for transactions at every point of sale around the country. This initiative was announced during the 2018-2019 national budget, and the government has held discussions with the Association of Banks in Fiji to ensure its implementation. Ali Kimbia has more.
EFTPOS transaction fee of 40 cents will be removed by the government, and Fijians can do unlimited transaction without any cost.
The idea is that we want you to be able to buy more and more goods with your ATM cards. And the idea is to, of course, encourage an environment, and one of the ways of encouraging the environment is to ensure that the fees are reasonable or there are no fees at all.
Syed Qayyum says the government will also pay 50% of the cost to purchase EFTPOS machines for small businesses.
It also, from a wider economic perspective, by having more electronic transactions, you are increasing liquidity. By having more liquidity in the system, it also means that when you want to go and borrow money, the cost of borrowing is actually not expensive.
For the Association of Banks in Fiji, the initiative will benefit all Fijians who make transactions with their ATM card.
This has been quite a successful strategy, so we were delighted to get on board.
We are on board on pre-EFTPOS. I think it's a great initiative.
This will enable all the banks to increase the number of EFTPOS, particularly in sub-rural and rural areas.
The initiative will also apply to all businesses that provide EFTPOS services. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
We now join Sinifa from HFC Bank with the latest from the trading world.
Looking at the top headlines, this week's key event is the U.S. Federal Reserve Open Market Committee monetary statement due later tonight. With the U.S. Fed expected to set one last rate hike for 2018, markets are focused on the policy statement. Investors want to see whether the Fed will follow through with its planned 3 rate hikes for 2019. There is no data yet today for the Aussie dollar, which can be expected to continue weak trading as the majority of commodity prices remain soft amid fear of a global economic slowdown. Closer to home, data published by ANZ showed strong improvements in December in both the New Zealand Activity Outlook Index and the Business Confidence Index. This may help boost the Kiwi. With Christmas holidays right around the corner, market volumes are also shedding rapidly, and market patterns could begin to get wobbly as participants cash out for the holidays. That's it from HFC Bank for now. Vinaka.
Now on to the exchange rate set this morning. As the confusion continues in the global foreign exchange markets, the Fiji dollar has shown some gains, rising against the Chinese yuan, the US dollar, the Aussie dollar, the kina and the euro. It also slipped against the Kiwi dollar and the Japanese yen. And looking at commodities, crude oil dropped more than $3 to $46 per barrel. Gold rose over $2 to close at $1,248 per ounce. And silver closed down at 14.6 an ounce. In growing Fiji, the Ministry of Fisheries is working to develop the fisheries sector with the introduction of new fishing processes and the use of solar-powered freezers. Minister Semikoro Lavasau says they spent 3 months out in the islands getting a better understanding of the needs and available resources needed to assist Fijians in remote maritime communities. Maggie Boyle reports.
The fisheries sector remains underdeveloped and overfished. It's a hard fact that the ministry responsible is hoping to turn the tide in 2019.
Reduce our consumption on reef fish, because this is one of the areas that is basically under stress at the moment because of climate change and also due to various weather conditions now.
With the groundwork completed, they're now raising awareness of how they see the sector being developed sustainably.
They'll carry out fed repositioning. They will teach them how to fish. They will provide fishing gears for them. And then the final part is to introduce the solar-powered freezers for storage. And then fish collection activity, where we will encourage the private sector to go out and buy fish from these rural isolated communities.
Meanwhile, 5 solar-powered freezers have already been purchased at a cost of $20,000 each, with funding from the Environment and Climate Adaptation Levy. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
And that's a wrap from the business desk. Jamie joins you now with sports.
Thank you, Akasita, and good evening. In sports tonight, McKee hoping for best with Premiership Rugby Insurance saga, and VGFA sets tournament dates for next year. This and more coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Fiji Airways Flying Fijians coach John McKee says discussion on the insurance dispute between World Rugby and Premiership Rugby Limited continues.
The Southern Hemisphere release window along with the 35 days.
Tickets for next year's Super Rugby clash between the Gallagher Chiefs and the Crusaders at Suva's NZ Stadium are on sale. Ticket Director Matthew Davies says they want to capitalize on the season by offering avid rugby fans the opportunity to purchase tickets at discounted prices. They're encouraging fans to make tickets to the game unique Christmas gifts. The Chiefs host the Crusaders in Suva on June 1st. The Tampanamu Rugby Club launched its official Sevens tournament in Pacific Harbour this morning, officiated by Fiji Airways Sevens rep Apanisa Kaumalavu. The tournament will feature an open men's division and an under-20 boys division. 24 teams have registered so far for the open division and 11 for the under-20s. The two-day event kickstarts on January 11th at Nausori's Ratudakambau Park. An expert from the Yomiuri Giants professional baseball team in Tokyo, Japan is conducting a one-week training program for Baseball Fiji. Baseball pro Atsushi Kitts is sharing his knowledge and teaching the basic techniques of the sport to help Baseball Fiji prepare for future meets. Meli Tavanga reports.
The government of Japan has played a vital role in the developing of baseball in the country.
Well, again, we're really grateful for the assistance that we get from Japan. And with this, we thank the Tokyo Giants for coming all the way from Japan just to be here and conduct clinics for the under-12s and under-15 players. So it's going to happen all throughout the week.
Baseball Fiji Development Officer Inoki Nyumbalavu says the week-long program will give them the much-needed knowledge of the sport.
He's going to go through some latest skills and training, warm-up. So the boys are quite fortunate to get this opportunity. It's going to be like a first-hand information for them to learn some of the new fundamentals training for baseball that Tokyo Giants currently using.
Yomiuri Giants rep Atsushi Kitts says he's ready to share his skills.
This program for developing baseball, promote baseball for developing country from Japanese big news company.
The training program ends on Friday before a friendly match at Albert Park between the Fiji under-12 side and the Japanese community on Saturday. Meli Tavanga, FBC Sports.
The Fiji Football Association has finalized the dates for its 3 major tournaments next year. The Vodafone Fiji Fact, which will be the first tournament, has been scheduled from the 3rd to the 5th of May for pool matches, while the knockouts will be played the following week from the 10th to the 12th of May. This will be played either at Churchill Park in Lautoka or Govind Park in Ba. The Ink Mobile Battle of the Giants will be played at Ratu Dakambau Park, with pool matches to be played from the 26th to the 28th of July, while the semi-finals and final will take place a week later from August 2nd to the 4th. The Court Centre District Championship has been scheduled from the 8th to the 13th of October, either at Churchill Park in Lautoka or at Gavin Park, Bar. A new candidate has emerged for the soon-to-be vacant All Blacks coaching role. John Plumtree says he's considering putting his name forward to replace Steve Hansen after next year's World Cup. Blues coach Leon MacDonald has praised former All Black and now a Blues recruit Ma'anonu for passing on his knowledge to the Auckland Super Rugby franchise. Today's play of the day is taken from the NBA, where James Harden exploded for a 50-point triple-double for the Houston Rockets in their win over the Lakers. And it was this power dunk early in the first quarter of the game that makes our pick. That's it from Sports Tonight. Angie joins you later on with weather, and in tonight's new media, the worst password offenders of 2018 exposed. Details after the break.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ लुम्बुआ से। जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है, वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है, वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
In new media, we take a look at the worst password offenders of 2018, which include Kanye West and Google. And it's weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. It's been a great day with loads of sunshine in most areas of the nation. Rain was supposed to pass, but nope, it decided to stay on. In other news, Christmas is less than a week away. Hopefully the sun sticks around. Taking a look in the west, quite mild, the sun was glowing with just the right amount of sunshine. Eastwards from Pakhabarasuva, quite humid with very bright sunny spells, showers are on and heavier falls can be expected later tonight and some thunderstorms as well. And up north, quite muggy but just right for the fishermen out at sea or a road trip. Showers also expected in some areas as well. At sea, easterly winds 20 to 25 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 11:07 p.m. with low tide at 5:11 a.m. Sunrise at 6:27. For tomorrow, another cool day is in store with more showers also in the bag. Tomorrow's temps, Suva will be the coolest at 29 degrees. And looking further on to Friday, there is few clouds loitering above the island, and fingers crossed it goes away so we can do all the Christmas shopping without any worries. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fiji on Pulse tonight, we asked, what is your favorite dish during Christmas?
I love to eat lovo during Christmas.
It has to be fish because it's healthy.
I love to eat fish and dalo during Christmas.
My favorite food is lovo because it's Fijian food. Because lovo is Fijian custom, so it brings people together.
My favorite food is fish because it's easy for us to make in the village, because we just catch fish, put it in the pot and cook it.
I just love eating fruits because it's healthy. It's going to be very useful to me and I will benefit from it.
Well, the food I love the most during Christmas is fish and some greens because that's what we eat back in the islands, and it's also going to keep me healthy.
I'm a fully vegetarian and I'm just looking for nama always and fully vegetarian things. For seasonal fruits, it's our favorite for this season. Pineapple and also for mango. That's what I'm looking for. And may God bless you all. Have a blessed week, Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of us.
In the world of the weird and the wonderful, this version of Santa's sleigh is packing some serious horsepower. Let's take a look at a mechanic car which has been turned into Santa's sleigh. Recapping the main stories for tonight, IMF says economy on track, TLTB clarifies land dispute, and meningococcal outbreak ends. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll questions segment, this week we're asking, are you satisfied with the price of goods this Christmas? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day sent in by Sharav from Bule Road, Lavala Beach. The picture was taken at Nasese Seawall. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, good night.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ लुम्बुआ से। जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।